Hey guys, it's History Behind the Warrior, and today we're going to be talking about all of the characters that we currently know that are dead within the Injustice universe. Now just to clear up some things, the Injustice universe takes place outside the main continuity of the DC comics. However, they have taken numerous influences from the main continuity, such as Blackest Night and The Killing Joke. Now everyone I've put here on the list will in fact be in the order of their death, so I will in fact be going through each year of the Injustice comic books up to the game. And I will let people know that this video is extremely spoiler heavy. You don't have to click off just yet, as I'll be letting you guys know the beginning of each year. So if you haven't read beyond year 3, I'll be letting you know that I'm about to start talking about it. This video will also let you guys know the possibility of some characters being in Injustice 2, and whether or not they're confirmed as dead or alive. Now let's get on to the video. Now we're going to be talking about year 1 of Injustice, and the first person to die is Jimmy Olsen, who was shot in the face by the Joker whilst looking for a possible scoop. Scarecrow, murdered by the Joker for his fear toxin, so it could be used as a weapon against Superman. Lois Lane, dragged into Earth's atmosphere by her husband Clark, who was in a delusional state, believing that she was Doomsday. She suffocated and died with her unborn child, and was the turning point for the Man of Steel. The Joker, the Clown Prince of Crime, had Clark's entire forearm driven straight through his chest, out of revenge for having him murder Lois. Nightwing / Dick Grayson. Dick was accidentally killed by Damian, who would throw a baton at him, and it accidentally knocked him out. When his neck hit the ground, it landed on a rock in just the right place to snap it, and Dick sadly died. Kalibak, a son of Apocalypse, who failed in his attempt to invade Earth, resulting in his head getting caved in by Clark. Martian Manhunter, vaporized by Clark after attempting to suffocate Wonder Woman in self-defense. Captain Atom, died after his containment field was pierced by Wonder Woman's sword. This caused his body to become unstable, and in a last-ditch effort, he attempted to sacrifice his life and take out Kal-El in a massive explosion. Green Arrow, the Emerald Archer, was beaten to death by Clark in a fit of rage. This happened because Oliver shot an arrow at him, and it bounced off his chest and accidentally hit Jonathan Kent in the shoulder. Despite it obviously being an accident, Clark murdered him. Injustice Year 2, Kyle Rayner, murdered by Sinestro and his fellow Yellow Lanterns, was physically torn apart. Chip, during a battle against Superman, the Sinestro Corps would intervene and drive a spike through the squirrel's head. Jim Gordon died from cancer whilst protecting his daughter's identity from Superman's regime. Jon Stewart, stabbed from behind by Sinestro, who was pretending to be his ally. Guy Gardner died after having his arm torn off by Yellow Lantern Hal Jordan, as he was lied to about who killed Jon Stewart from Sinestro. His body was then left to fall back to Earth. Ganfet and Mogo, the two were murdered by Kal-El as he drove the two into the sun, killing the pair of them. Injustice Year 3, Jason Blood and Harvey Bullock, the two were killed by the Spectre. Ragman, ripped in half by the Spectre as he was attempting to seal away Kal-El. Deadman, cut in half by the Spectre. The Phantom Stranger, impaled and murdered by the Spectre. Clarion, killed by Sinestro during a battle at the Tower of Fate. Detective Chimp, suffered a deadly head injury during the beginning of the comic and was only able to stay alive within the Tower of Fate. When the tower was attacked and people were being evacuated, Chimp could simply not leave. Chimp then accepted his fate and faded out of existence. Huntress, she accidentally had her neck snapped by Wonder Woman's lasso during a battle. Swamp Thing was dragged into hell by Trigon when a deity tried merging Earth with his demon realm. Dr. Fate, Trigon, and Mr. Mxyzptlk. These three aren't dead but are currently missing in action, as when Dr. Fate defeated the two, all three of them were teleported to a void, somewhere outside of space and time. The three have not been seen since. Injustice Year 4, Renee Montoya. She died after taking a handful of Kryptonian pills, which in turn put an extremely hard strain on her heart, and she would suffer a heart attack whilst fighting Superman. Hercules, killed by Superman after a dispute between the insurgency and the gods didn't go well. Clark was knocked into Earth's atmosphere, and he travelled back down at full speed, hitting the demigod and killing him. Artemis, killed by Hera during the final battle of Year 4, saving Diana's mother's life. Injustice Year 5, Parasite, killed by Kal-El when he was thrown into the sun. Heatwave and Weather Wizard, both incinerated by Bizarro's heat vision. Trickster, accidentally dropped by Bizarro and died when he collided with the Earth. Bizarro, killed by having his neck snapped by Doomsday. Alfred Pennyworth, murdered by Victor Zsasz, who was given the task by Superman. Hawkman, beaten beaten to death by Clark in one-on-one combat. Victor Zsasz, killed by Damian as revenge for Alfred's murder. Batwoman, died after sacrificing her life to activate a teleporter that would bring in other members of the Justice League from a parallel Earth, while simultaneously being vaporized by Superman. That's a really rough way to go. Injustice, Gods Among Us. Shazam told Superman that what he was doing was wrong. Clark, seeing this as insubordination, killed him right on the spot. It's pretty brutal. Lex Luthor, killed by Superman after turning on his former friend. This in turn led to his neck being snapped. Now here are some honorable mentions, as these have happened outside of the annual Year 1 and Year 2 books. Kid Flash was caught in the explosion of Metropolis and was killed instantaneously. Beast Boy, also caught in the explosion of Metropolis. Superboy, Wonder Girl, Red Robin, and Starfire. These four are currently MIA, and currently reside in the Phantom Zone after being put there by Clark. The four have not been seen in 5 to 6 years. Kilowog was killed by Sinestro just before Year 5 of Injustice, during a prison riot. Jason Todd, aka Red Hood. Not much is known about Todd in this universe. As I mentioned in the beginning, they've taken numerous influences from the main continuity, including the Killing Joke. So Todd's appearance here is still very much a possibility, so I cannot confirm whether or not he is dead or alive, but at least the possibility is there for his appearance. And that's it for now, guys. I hope this has cleared up some stuff for you and given you an insight of the possibilities of some characters being within Injustice 2. Now in the comments below, please tell me a character that is currently dead here who you'd love to see back alive, and also why you would. Now before we wrap this video up, if possible guys, let's try getting this video to 750 likes, and definitely share this video, as I feel it will help a very large number of the community. Now as always guys, please comment, like, subscribe, and share this video with everyone you know. Please take care, and I will see you all next time.